Good afternoon and welcome to the First United Bank Center on the campus of West Texas A&M University as the 5th-ranked West Texas A&M Buffaloes host the Mustangs of Western New Mexico. The Buffs have opened the season winning 9 of 10 games. That only loss coming 2 weeks ago at Lubbock Christian. They're currently on a 4-game winning streak, most recently taking a win at Eastern New Mexico, 81-63 this last Thursday night. That game saw Hayden Blankley nail 7 of 9 3-pointers en route to a career-high 21 points. The Buffs have held their last 3 opponents below 64 points, and they're currently forcing opponents into 15 turnovers a game. Western New Mexico, on the other hand, comes in with a 5-1 record, their best start in years. Their first 2 wins came against RMAC competition. Their next 3 came against NAIA caliber teams. This past Thursday, they dropped an 82-77 overtime decision at Cameron. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll meet the starting lineup and tip off this afternoon's game. You're watching West Texas A&M basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
Senior guard from Las Cruces, New Mexico, Tony Avalos.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Now let's meet the starting lineup for this afternoon's game. First, our visitors from Silver City. They're in their first year under head coach Zane Gibson. They'll start at one guard, Amarian Cash, a 6'3 junior from Phoenix, Arizona. Cash averages 9.7 points, 2.5 rebounds. The second guard, Tony Avalos, a 5'9 junior from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Avalos averages 17 points, 2.2 rebounds. The third guard, Jordan Doss, 6'5 senior from Chicago, Illinois. He's a transfer from Purdue Northwest. He averages 17.7 points, 5.8 rebounds. At forward, Malik Johnson, a 6'5 senior from Wytheville, Virginia. Johnson averages 8.8 points, 5.5 rebounds. And rounding out the starting 5, Olamide Peterson, a 6'9 junior from Denmark, averaging 5.5 points, 5.7 rebounds. For the Buffaloes, Jesse Awizi will be at one guard, a 6'5 freshman from Roanoke, Texas. He averages 5.7 points, 5.3 boards. Second guard, Zach Toussaint, 5'11 sophomore from Johnsburg, Illinois. Toussaint averages 15.5 points, 2.5 rebounds. The third guard, Hayden Blankley, career high 21 the other night in Portales. 6'6 sophomore from Sydney, Australia. He averages 5.5 points, 5.5 rebounds. The fourth guard is going to be Cameron Bell, 5'10 freshman from Edmond, Oklahoma. Cameron averages 1.7 points, 0.8 rebounds. And rounding out the starting 5 at guard, Larry Wise, 6'4 sophomore from Waxahachie, averaging 16.5 points, 5.3 rebounds. The Buffs in their 8th season under head coach Tom Brown and Lucas Kinsey. This is a Buffalo team that they're still getting their rotations together. They're still going through the getting to know you phase, but they have showed They are a solid basketball team.
They are a solid basketball team, Kent, and it's been a different player step up really almost every night in terms of the offense. But here's what we know about the defense. 8 of the 10 games for West Texas A&M this season, they have held opponents under 70 points. The defense continues to get better every year. They're doing a great job with their length that they're providing this season. They're making it very tough for opponents to score. So this is interesting because Western New Mexico, they like to score a lot. They average 88 points a game. They have some guards who can shoot the basketball, and the Buffs will be without the services today, at least of Julius Brown, a starter for them that's been averaging 13 points a game.
Zane Gibson, the Mustangs head coach, longtime assistant at UTPB under Josh Newman. He was also with Newman at Arkansas Fort Smith. He has a winning background. His task is to get a Western New Mexico team which has not had a lot of success, used to winning, comfortable with winning. They opened at 5-0. They had a lead with under 2 to go this last Thursday at Cameron, let the lead slip away, and as he was telling me before the game, they just didn't know how to finish it out.
It's a tough place to win also at Aggie Gymnasium.
Here's Peterson with the hook. No good. Rebound comes down to Oweezy. Just underway here at the First United Bank Center. Scoreless between West Texas A&M in the white and the yellow-clad Mustangs of Western New Mexico.
Bright yellow uniforms, Kent. I like it, like the Sharpie uniforms.
Here's Wise up top. Shot clock at 10. Goes in the corner to Blankley. Back out to Wise. Shot clock at 5. Larry turns in the paint, puts it up and in.
We've described him a lot this season as smooth. He scores in a lot of different ways. He's so hard to defend. He uses his length to just get the ball in.
Here's a shot put up and missed by Avalos. Rebound to the Buffs, and we've got a foul as we come up court. This is going to be against Tony Avalos, 5'9" junior from Las Cruces.
He's kind of a veteran for Western New Mexico. Played for them for several seasons, started as a freshman. And that's the one thing you talk about Western New Mexico. They've had a lot of coaches, a lot of coaching changes in the last several years, so they're trying to find that consistency.
Here's Wise up top. Looking, gets a screen from Oweezy, goes left side to Bell for 3, no good. Rebound comes down to the Mustangs.
Oh, what a shot there. They're going to count that one. It was good for Jordan Doss, the senior out of Chicago, Illinois, and he just slides his body underneath the defender.
Foul goes against Wise, his first, the team's first, and Doss goes to the line for the bonus.
I saw the transfer there, Kent. Purdue, but Purdue Northwest.
From Purdue.
Yeah, not the Boilers, who are close to being the #1 team in the nation. I know that maybe excites the Johnson family just a little bit. Never been done, right? They've never been number 1.
Never been number 1.
Okay.
Western New Mexico up 3-2. Toussaint with a floater. Won't go. Cash with the rebound for the Mustangs. In the paint, turnaround, hook shot. Missed by Peterson, rebound to the Buffs.
He's missed a couple of those, but man, he has some length in their long arms. Peterson at 6'9", really plays more like 7 feet tall.
Wise being harassed outside by Doss. To Bell on the wing. Toussaint feeds Oweezy on the block. Jesse turns around, puts it up and in.
Thursday on the road in Portales, he did not score. Oweezy still had 7 rebounds. But look for him to get his game going offensively early.
So Malik Johnson picking up his dribble, kicks it back out to Doss. Doss drives, puts it up, and he's called for the charge.
Perfect defense that time by Jesse Oweezy. Was there really before. He's coming up a little slow there as Toussaint's going over and helping his teammate out. And he may need a sub. He is a tough kid, but that one.
Toughness has its boundaries.
It does. I mean, he took that charge solid.
Our officiating crew tonight, Nick Atwood, Jason Barth, and Trent Cheney.
Those are the plays that we've seen Jesse make, though, since day one, Kent. Hustle for a loose ball, take a charge, rebound.
Here's Wise. Has the ball taken away. Doss with the steal. Doesn't have numbers, takes it in anyway.
Ooh.
There with the follow on the miss is Peterson.
You can see early here for Western New Mexico, Doss is their playmaker. He's the guy that's a slasher, big body, can get to the rim.
Toussaint with the floater.
Zach's not known as a big body, but Kent, he's shown us this year he can get to the rim as well.
He likes that little dribble drive and the float.
22 points Thursday at Eastern New Mexico. Last week, the Lone Star Conference Offensive Player of the Week.
Here's Avalos. Left wing, three. Johnson knocks it down.
Yeah, Tom Brown upset. Hayden Blankley's closeout was very slow. Did not get a hand in the shooter's face, and Western New Mexico makes the Buffs pay there.
Again, the Buffs missing their point guard, Julius Brown, today.
Who does that put more pressure on offensively then, Kent?
Well, you got Cameron Bell making the start.
Okay.
That's not his normal role, but what we've seen thus far, it seems like Larry Wise is handling the ball more. Here's a turnaround. Booker, no good, but Blankley with the tap in.
Great hustle play for Hayden.
We've got a timeout on the floor. 15:43 to play. We're tied at 8. You're watching Buff Basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
For the carpet tennis, Flex Cam.
Well, we're tied 8-8 early in this contest. 15:43 to play. In the first half, West Texas A&M and Eastern New Mexico, and Western New Mexico do the New Mexico tour here as the Buffaloes won Thursday 81-63 in Portales, and now they take on the visitors from Silver City. A good start so far, KJ, for Western New Mexico. They've been able to get out and run a little bit. They've made a three from outside, and they're using Jordan Doss driving to the bucket, and then also Ola, as they call him, Olamide Peterson, his 6'9" length inside to be a problem as well for WT.
Western New Mexico playing with some confidence in the early going here. Again, the Buffs' normal point guard, Julius Brown, out today with a health-related issue. So the Buffs will just take the next man up mentality. And
for Cameron Bell defensively, Kent, he's ready for that challenge. I mean, he's been playing good defense all season long.
Here's a three outside by Doss, no good. Booker with the rebound. Tied at 8, 15.5 to play in the first. Tight man defense by the Mustangs. Booker on the block. Turnaround, no good. Dalen Williams in the game for the Buffs now. Gets the rebound at the other end, but we're going to have a defensive foul.
Tom Brown very upset. That was a late whistle, and really, Kent, I was saying as 5'9" Joshua Johnson was driving to the basket and looking like he was going to put that shot up over Larry Wise. I thought that's pretty daring, young man, because huge difference there height-wise for Larry.
Well, Tom Brown not happy with the call as Larry Wise picks up his second personal.
Yeah, it just didn't look like there was much contact. The offensive player, Johnson, had to fade away to avoid his shot being blocked. Whistle called late. Tom is still arguing his case there.
He's gone from Trent Cheney to Nick Atwood now. We saw some fun ball before this game as the Buffs alumni game took place.
That was a lot of fun. Players like David Chavovic, Ryan Quaid, Jordan Evans, Jordan Collins. I mean, just the list goes on for those players out there. That was the younger version, I guess. On the other side, you had some of the older players that were out there. And Kent, the game was very competitive. Nick
Burns, Jaquise Holcomb, Justin Johnson. It was a good game. 100-95 was the final score, and they were getting up and down the court having fun.
Old man game, pretty good.
Joshua Johnson at the line, shooting twice, knocks down the first, gives the Mustangs a 1-point lead, and now make it 2 at 10-8. approaching the 15-minute mark of the first.
Solid start for head coach Zane Gibson and the Mustangs.
Toussaint goes down low to Williams. Dalen has the ball stripped. Buffs basketball.
Checking in for WC number 25, Austin Shelley.
You know, one of the toughest things a coach has to do when he goes to a program like Western New Mexico is teach them to win when they haven't been winning.
Yeah. No, that's it. That's a great point.
And
it's a mental thing.
It sounds like a cliche to say they don't know how to win or they don't know how to handle winning. You got to win games, and then you've got to learn how to handle things when you do win. Here's Austin Shelley driving. He's going to draw the foul. It's going to be called against Joshua Johnson, his first. This will be team foul number 3 against the Mustangs.
The more you watch Austin Shelley, can't you see how confident of a player he is?
Speaking of confidence, Toussaint with the shot. Can't get it to fall. Quickly at the other end, Doss for the flush.
Yeah, he's shown us early in this game. He's the real deal. Impact player out there for the Mustangs.
Booker goes the other way. Had the ball stripped and then gets called for the charge. Not a good sequence there for the Buffaloes.
No, Kavan was out of control on that play. That's one where you just needed to do the jump stop. The defender was not ready for a shot block. He was ready to take a charge. He just needed to do the pull-up shot there and did not.
And Torian Harris into the lineup for the Buffaloes, along with Austin Shelley. Hayden Blankley returns to the lineup. They join Toussaint and Williams. Here's Johnson for the Mustangs. Goes left wing to Malik Johnson. Sends it down low. Hohenstein puts up a hook that won't go in. Ian Hohenstein, junior from Veracruz, Mexico. A holdover from 2 years ago as the Mustangs did not play last year. There's Dalen Williams taking a feed from Toussaint. Pulls the Buffs back within 2. Good ball movement by the Mustangs. Gets it down low to Doss. Turnaround, no. And nice block out by Williams. Toussaint, no one on him. He'll take the 3. Can't get it to fall. Mustangs leading 12-10 as we approach 13 minutes to play in the first.
Buff shooting 45% from the field. Western 36% shooting.
Joshua Johnson standing just 5'8". Dribbles it around. Feeds down low to Hohenstein. In on Williams. Shot blocked. They're going to call it a jump ball. Buffs basketball.
Jump ball goes to WT. That's a BSA jump ball.
I think we got the ball there.
Yeah, it's alternating possession.
It's going back to the Buffs.
Buffs offensively still trying to find the rhythm in this game. Toussaint up top, looking for someone, wanting some movement.
He's going to have to create.
Kicks it outside to Harris. Left side to Shelley with the shot clock at 10. Here's a Wheezy. Shot clock at 5. Torrey and Harris, they need to be alert. There's Toussaint. Shot no good, but the Buffs get the rebound. This will be a jump ball, and it'll go to the Mustangs.
It was just confusing possession right there, Ken. I mean, from the time that Zach brings the ball down and he's looking for someone to get open through either screening or cutting, that didn't happen. The ball did get moved around, but no one looked like, hey, I want to take it to the hole.
Zach's body language, he had his off dribble hand palm up like, what are we doing here, guys? Buffs trailing 12-10, 12-20 to play in the first. Here's Johnson, little shake and bake, and we're going to have a foul away from the ball called against Ian Hohenstein. His first, team's 4th.
Well, Western has some big bodies out there. Hohenstein has to come out. Another one of those big players, Robert Banks, who's a 6'6" freshman from Duncanville. He's on the floor now as well.
Harris to Bell to Blankley. Shelley open for three, misfires.
Yeah, and Ken, I don't like that move there from Addison. It's a great shot fake, but he goes sideways with his dribble. Shot fake, defenders in the air, go to the paint.
Johnson goes down, loses the ball. Blankley comes up with it. Ahead to Shelley. Kicks it outside to Blankley for three. Won't go. Eweezy with the rebound. And they're going to call a Mustang backing into him. No, they're going to call a Eweezy coming over the back.
That's initially what I thought, but then I saw the officials talking, and I thought it was going to end up being against Western. It's going against the Buffs. Right now, Western New Mexico has just a 2-point lead, but they have a lot of momentum.
They do, and we've got a timeout. 11:39 to play in the first. Buffs trail 12-10. You're watching Buff basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
One of the largest systems of higher education in the United States. When did West Texas A&M join the A&M system? August
post-workout, because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
This is what a new heart valve looks like. This is what a bypassed artery looks like. And this is what a repaired aortic aneurysm looks like. The BSA Heart and Vascular team is here to help you live life to the fullest. From our state-of-the-art cardiac technologies to our dedicated heart specialists, our goal is to help you take the very best care of your heart so you can enjoy every.
All right, Western New Mexico with a 12-10 lead right now over West Texas A&M. The Buffs using that timeout to figure some things out. They come out with Blankley, Toussaint, Kevon Booker, Eweezy, and Cameron Bell.
Malik Johnson up top. Short pass to Cash. Cash wants to drive, tries to force it inside to Banks. Ball deflected away, kicked back out to Avalos. Here's Banks. Oh, nice feed inside to Peterson for the flush.
Yeah, Peterson with the flush with Kevon Booker trying to block the shot. It didn't matter. That was some muscle down inside.
Yes, sir. Peterson, a 6'9" junior from Denmark.
Call him Ola, not Olaf, but Ola.
Olamide is his name. Here's Zach Toussaint. Nice feed to Booker. He wants to go up hard, and there deflecting it away is Peterson, and we've got a foul on the floor. Ola Peterson showing I'm here to play. Foul's going to go on Robert Banks.
Big boy basketball down in the paint there.
His first, team foul number 5 against the Mustangs. Toussaint up top to Eweezy. Blankley, 10 on the shot clock. Feeds Booker down low. Strong move to the post.
To block.
They're going to call it a block. Foul is going to go against
14.
Robert Banks, his second. Team foul number 6. Booker to the line shooting twice. Had 12 points to go with 7 rebounds.
He was really solid against Eastern Thursday, Kent. Blocked 2 shots, made a big difference in the paint. Right now, Western New Mexico defensively is just doing a really good job. They're switching a lot of screens. They're defending shots, making it difficult for the Buffs. And just a little out of sync right now, WT is obviously missing a big piece of their offense in Juju today.
Kevon misses them both. Rebound to the Mustangs. Here's Peterson to Avalos. Spins around Eweezy. Puts it up and in. Tony Avalos averaging 17. Picks up his first 2 of the game. The Mustangs with a 6-point lead at 16-10. Toussaint Fires one inside to Owiesi, a little too strong, and it's a turnover against the Buffaloes. Earlier in the game, you remember that Owiesi took a charge and must have got him up in the nose. He has a cot in his nose right now. Here's Bell in the paint, kicks outside to Blankley.
Well, right now, Kent, they're having to play without Larry Wise. He's got 2 personal fouls, so Larry's having to sit on the bench.
Bell with the drive, a block by the Mustangs, but we've got a foul. He's going to go against Josiah Turner, his first, the 6'2 freshman from Chandler, Arizona.
Number 24, Cameron Bell.
Yeah, this Western New Mexico team right now does not seem one bit intimidated of coming on the road and taking on the number 5 team in the country. They've come to play.
Bell's first shot's good. Buffs for their last 5 from the field, no field goals in the last 4:30, and that's apparent on the scoreboard as Western New Mexico leads 16-11 as Cameron Bell eyes his second free throw attempt. That rolls around and goes in.
Get in there. That's what we wonder with Western Mexico, Kent, was this schedule that they had played. I mean, you know, they were 5-1, but some of the competition was not great.
But you've got to get W's under your belt.
You do.
Especially when you haven't been. I mean, this is a program that will go through a season 2-23, and it's tough to go year after year like that. Here's Wise in the paint, loses possession. Good Tucson keeps it alive to Booker.
Oh. Yeah, Kavon's pass just way too high there for Shelley. They're just out of sorts. Great hustle from Zach, but still going to be a turnover for WT. And that's uncharacteristic as well. That's the 6th turnover today already by the Buffs.
They're averaging 9 total for the game heading into this game. 16-12, Western on top.
Now Larry's got to be very careful. He cannot pick up a 3rd foul.
Avalos loses possession on the floor. Cameron Bell, they're going to whistle Cameron for the foul as he dove in for that basketball. His first personal, team's 5th.
That's what Tom Brown is yelling. Get that loose ball before the foul happened. The ball was tipped free and it kind of bounced a couple of times.
Inbounds underneath, turnaround, put up, missed by Malik Johnson. Rebound to the Buffs. Wise with his 2 fouls. Right side to Shelley. Long 3 off the mark. Josiah Turner with the rebound. Ahead to Johnson. Back out to Turner. Down low to Peterson. Ball got away from Peterson. Recovered by the Buffs. Wise up top to Bell. Avalos makes some contact. Late whistle, but the correct call. Avalos picks up his 2nd personal. Team foul number 8 against the Mustangs, and we've got 1-1 coming up for Cameron Bell. The Mustangs racking up the fouls here in the first half.
Defensively, again, just the job that they're doing right now, holding WT to just 12 points at near the 8-minute mark. Very solid. And WT just has not had that that inside scoring that we're used to seeing, either from penetration.
Well, if you're not going to score inside and the shots are difficult to fall, make your free throws. And that's what Cameron Bell's doing as he hits the first. He's 3 of 3 from the line.
And they have done a great job of that this season. 75% free throw shooting team, WT is.
Cameron makes them both. 2-point game, 16-14, Western on top right now. Here's Turner working on Tucson. Blocked by Williams. Turner went up for the mid-range jumper. Dalen Williams swatted it away. Tucson comes up with it. Cameron Bell feeds Tucson on the wing. Blakely outside for three. No, he's fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting 3 times.
It's really good passing by the Buffs, and then Hayden hangs in there and is fouled. As you said, he'll get some free throws.
Foul goes against Malik Johnson, his first, the team's 9th. Full time out on the floor. We'll be shooting free throws when we come back. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Days are built on mornings, and Whataburger is built on burgers. Mornings, burgers. Morning burgers? Yeah, all right. Good thing there's a burger made just for breakfast, topped with breakfast.
The limited time breakfast burger is back at Whataburger.
Well, we have played to the 7:25 mark here at the First United Bank Center, and the score, Western New Mexico. That's right, the Mustangs lead WT 16-14. And anything stand out there on the box score? Kent, the shooting has cooled off, that's for sure.
Yeah, both teams shooting under 40%, 37% for the Mustangs, just 31 for the Buffaloes. But I look at 5 turnovers, which people say, yeah, that's not bad. But this is a team that averages 9, and they have just 1 assist on only 5 field goals in the first half. You know, you can say they do. They miss Julius Brown. They miss their point guard, but Julius doesn't play 40 minutes.
Sure.
Blankley knocks down 1 of his 3 and makes it a 1-point game at 16-15. Approaching the 7-minute mark. There's a drive by Johnson. We're going to have a foul on the Buffs on the floor. This will go against Cameron Bell, and that'll be Cameron's second.
He tried to stand in there and take a charge, but he was a second late. Yeah, for WT, it's like, you know, the train is moving. Who's going to be the conductor?
Jonas Carlisle in the lineup for the Buffs, freshman from San Antonio, replacing Bell.
And again, this is an opportunity for guys like him, Carlisle, Torian Harris. Step up, come up big in this situation.
Yeah, this is an opportunity. Here's Doss, drives baseline, little finger roll, no good. There for the tap in, Ian Hohenstein. No one blocked out on the backside. Hohenstein gets the bucket.
Hustle play.
Back to a 3-point advantage for Western New Mexico. Carlisle up top to Tucson. Tucson guarded by Jordan Arnett. Outside to Blankley for 3. Won't go. Everything he put up Thursday went through. Oh, nice hustle there by the Mustangs to keep that ball alive. Yep. Jordan Doss on the floor. Taps it outside to Hohenstein.
Loose balls, offensive rebounds, hustle plays. More of those going to Western New Mexico so far.
Joshua Johnson with 10 on the shot clock. Right wing, 3. No good by Arnett. And there with the throwdown.
The Skywalker up there, Malik Johnson. Just extends his arm up there and gets that ball in.
Tucson's floater no good. They're going to get a foul, though, against Western New Mexico.
Yeah, that's Hayden Blankley.
Who goes against Malik Johnson. That's going to be the 10th team foul against the Mustangs. So for the final 5:40, the Buffs will be shooting twice on any non-player control foul.
Here's a replay on the last possession for Western New Mexico. Shot missed, and then there's the follow. Wow.
Again, a offensive rebound for the Mustangs. And, well, they're only showing three.
But 6 second chance points.
Yeah, well, they've scored off of each one of them.
Yep, and the points in the paint in favor of Western New Mexico as well, 14-8. But Hayden Blankley gets the free throws there, and what that came from, hustle play, getting in position, forcing a foul while he was trying to get an offensive rebound.
3-point deficit for the Buffaloes, 20-17, 5.5 to play here in the first. And a block inside on Torian Harris. Tried to draw the charge, was a little late sliding over. It's Torian's first. It's going to send Doss to the line, shooting 1-1.
Shooting 1-1.
Doss is 68% free throw shooter this season. Misses. Williams with the rebound for WT. Wise has 2 points so far today. Puts up a three. Little short. Gets his own rebound. Goes down on the baseline to Williams. Works for it. Too strong. Booker with the putback. It won't go, and the Mustangs come away with the basketball.
Wow. How many times were the Buffs just right there?
Doss with shake and bake. Takes it to the rack. 7 points for the Chicago native. 5-point Mustang lead. Here's Toussaint. He'll draw the foul.
Thank goodness for fouls and free throws, Kent.
This goes against Dylan Arnett, his first. Zach Toussaint goes to the line, shooting twice, actually 1-1. Gets the first. Austin Addison Wallace and Jesse Oweezy into the lineup, replacing Blankley and Williams.
This is rare. Look at these numbers right here, Kent. No field goals for WT in the last 9 minutes and 18 seconds. Wow. They are 0 of their last 11 from the field and 1 for their last 14. But like I said, it's a 3-point game because of the free throws.
I'm going to compartmentalize and just focus on the positive.
That's right.
There's a turnover. Oweezy on top to Booker. Wise on the wing. Booker on the block, kicks outside to Toussaint. Long three, won't go. And again, the Mustangs come away with the rebound. And a charge inside. Zach Toussaint stood his ground. And this is going to go against Jordan Doss, his second. Player control foul, so no shots.
Doss leading scorer in this one right now with 7 points, a couple of rebounds as well.
(22-19) our score. Buffs trailing 4 minutes to play in the first. Here's Oweezy on the wing to Toussaint. Pull up from the mid-range. Got it. 6 points for Zach. 1 point Buff deficit. Here's Arnett. Up top. Jordan Arnett. In the paint to Peterson. Down on the baseline, they try and force it to Hohenstein. Shot clock at 10. Strong drive.
Oh, Blankley.
Peterson rejected by Hayden at the other end. Wallace off the glass, can't get it to go.
Oh, that's exactly what he needed to do there. Just couldn't get the shot to drop.
And Zane Gibson calls a quick timeout. We'll take it with them. 3:19 to play in the first. Western leads at 22-21. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
The best tailgates start with the best beef, and the best beef starts with Market Street. Market Street, where we do beef the best.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
1 point game here with 3:19 still to play before halftime. Lucas Kinsey alongside with Kent Johnson and the Thunder Vision team today, bringing you this game from Canyon, Texas. And for the Buffaloes, they'll come out of this timeout with Jesse Aweezy, the true freshman, Addison Wallace, Hayden Blankley, Kevon Booker, and Zach Toussaint. The Mustangs playing some good basketball. And the Buffaloes right now, again, 9 of 13 at the free throw line, so 9 of the 21 points from the charity stripe. Shooting just 25% from the field, but they only trail by 1 point.
Hohenstein goes right side to Arnett. Up top to Peterson. Hohenstein drives in, kicks it back outside. Shot clock at 3. Arnett, pull up from 18, no good. Rebound comes down to Blankley. Toussaint back to Blankley. Inside to Aweezy, off the glass and in, and the Buffs have the lead.
That's a veteran move by Aweezy. He catches it in traffic, but is patient, doesn't force it up while the defender's in the air. He gathers it, lets the defender come down, and then lays it up softly off the glass.
Veteran move by a true freshman. Driving baseline, nice. That was Josiah Turner with the bucket, his first of the game. Down at the other end, Booker goes up strong, and he'll be rewarded with the trip to the line.
See if Hayden can, or Kevon, can get a free throw in his first trip. He missed both.
Olamide Peterson with the foul. Just his first. Booker at the line, 0-2 today. Glad everyone's joining us here on the LSC Digital Network. Kent Johnson and Lucas Kinsey bringing you West Texas A&M and Western New Mexico. Tied at 24. Just over 2 minutes to play here in the first as Booker knocks them both in. The Buffs back on top by 1. Arnett picks up his dribble, kicks it outside to Peterson, and it's stolen away. Wallace goes in, tries to slam, can't get it to go. Booker with the rebound, he misses. And the ball's on the floor. It'll be the Buffs basketball on alternating possession, and Tom Brown can't believe what he's seeing right now. Addison Wallace moments ago missed a lay-in trying to put it off the glass, so this time he says, I'm going to go in strong and slam it home.
At this point, Kent, I think we just need to stop at the free throw line, pull up and take it from right there, because those are the only shots that are going in.
Cannot buy a basket.
Don't dunk it, just shoot the free throw. That was wild.
Buffs basketball, 1:38 to play in the half, 23 on the shot clock. They keep possession.
And they lead by 1. How about that?
Man, their largest lead today has been 2. We're not used to saying that.
But I mean, you have to win by 1, right? Just by 1. You just get the feel that this is going to be a grind. This is going to be one they're going to plug away.
Kevon Booker just called Toussaint over, whispered something to him, and then talked to Jesse.
Okay.
Let's see if there's anything coming up. How about a pass to Blankley, who goes up and puts it in?
It was a distraction the whole time, Kent. They went to the other side.
And the Buffs have their largest lead of the game at 3, 27-24. Let's see if Western has an answer. How about a three-pointer from outside? No good. But the rebound pulled down by the Mustangs. Peterson got the rebound, kicked it outside to Arnett. Turner drives in, took a step, no call. Missed shot, rebound put back by Peterson. And the Mustangs pull back within one.
They did probably miss a travel there, but again, great hustle by Western, just hanging around the boards.
Inside of a minute to play in the first. Buffs up one. Toussaint's shot no good. And they say Addison Wallace touched the ball standing out of bounds.
Okay.
Coming at the half, Lucas will be visiting with Lady Buff head coach Josh Prock. Give us a forecast on the Lady Buffs game with the Mustangs this afternoon coming up at 4 o'clock. 30 seconds to play first half. Buffs leading the Mustangs 27-26. Here's Turner. Inside to Hohenstein. Turn around, jump ball. It'll be the Mustangs' ball on alternating possession.
They called a foul on Jesse Kent. They called a foul on Weezy. He was trying to grab the ball and apparently got a piece of the arm. And so Hohenstein with the chance to give the lead to the Mustangs if he can make both free throws.
Jesse's second personal. Hohenstein, first time to the line this year.
So early in the game, Jesse took the charge and had to go out. Well, now he looks like Zam Roberts from a week ago, only he's got two.
He's got the double nose cotton.
The double nose cotton look going there.
Hohenstein missed the first. Second shot coming. Missed them both. Booker with the rebound.
Most sensitive part, right? The nose. No matter how tough you are.
It stings. Toussaint takes his time with 9 on the game clock. High screen from Blankley, feeds Booker inside, off the glass, yes, and one! Booker with a nice feed from Toussaint. Give credit to Hayden Blankley setting the high post screen to set up that shot. Booker with his first field goal of the game goes to the line for the 5th time today. And an opportunity to put the Buffs up by 4.
Yeah, Blankley, you mentioned it with kind of the assist there. He's had a great half.
He misfires. Our halftime score, West Texas A&M 29, Western New Mexico 26. Let's take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have your halftime stats and a visit with Lady Buff head coach Josh Prock. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology.
Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. It's halftime, and West Texas A&M with the lead, 29-26 over Western New Mexico. A very, very close half with a lot of great defensive plays on both sides. The Buffs doing a good job at the free throw line. We'll get some of those stats for you momentarily. Right now, being joined by Lady Buff head coach Josh Prock. Coach, thanks for coming up and visiting with us. And let's start with the win on Thursday night. You went back to a place that you were very familiar with, obviously coaching for several seasons at Eastern New Mexico, and your team goes back to Portales. Big conference win. Obviously, that's the big thing in it is you get the victory over Eastern New Mexico. Tough defense by your team. Just a lot of things going on with that one going back to Portales. What were your thoughts after getting the victory?
Yeah, Lucas, I mean, it was definitely one of the harder games I've ever had to coach.
Yeah.
You know, you've spent eight years somewhere, 8 great years, and, you know, kids that you recruited, people that you became lifelong friends with, and it was tough, but I was very, very proud of our girls because I knew how hard those kids at Eastern were going to play.
Sure.
I knew they were going to, I mean, it's again, like you mentioned earlier, it's a conference game on top of anything else.
Sure.
So that amps up the intensity. So, but then, you know, with the return and all that, and so I was just proud of our girls, and like you mentioned, the fourth quarter defense really over the last several games has just been tremendous, and we're hoping to replicate that over 4 quarters and not just one.
You know, and I told you that after we visited in the post game that fourth quarter with just one layup given up with 40 seconds to go, or the team, you finished the last 8.5 minutes basically that fourth quarter, no points. It was an 18-0 run before that layup. I think we held them to less than 10 points in the fourth quarter alone. Defensively, it seems like, I know that is your bread and butter. I mean, you love playing tough defense. Do you feel like the team, I mean, it's a brand new roster essentially with a mix of incoming players and returners, but brand new from what we had last season. Do you feel like they're buying into what you are preaching?
Absolutely. I mean, I've told the girls from day one, I said, I don't know, at some point this year we'll be very consistent offensively and be good.
Yeah.
But I don't know when that's going to come. That's going to take longer, ladies. I said, but the one thing we can do is guard everybody.
Okay.
We can rebound. You know, we can control that part of the court. And if we do, we're going to give ourselves a chance in every game. And I'll be honest with you, the only game that I felt this year that we just didn't have a chance to, it was just tough, was the Central Washington game up in Idaho. I mean, they came out and got us right away and they kept it going the entire game. And so other than that game, we've had a chance in every game, and it's been because of our defense.
Yeah. You're going to take on Western New Mexico today, and give us a little preview, if you can, on the Mustangs, and also not just for what they do, but what you're going to have to do specifically to get a win.
Yeah, they're a very scrappy team. I mean, they play very, very hard. You know, they're going to shoot. They like to shoot a lot of threes. They're going to, you know, defensively, they're kind of all the same size, so they'll switch and scramble and try to get after you. I think we can cause them to turn the ball over, Lucas. I think it's essential we have to out-rebound them, and I think we can get any shot we want to.
Yeah.
We just have to be patient. So I think patience, defense, rebounding, I think if we do those 3 things, we'll be fine.
2 players that I wanted to let you talk about a little bit that I feel like the last several games we've been seeing them really come out of their shell a little bit, and that's Haley Jansen's, the transfer from California, and then also Lauren Taylor. Doing things, you know, offensively, defensively, just in my view, watching from the broadcaster's perspective, playing with a lot more confidence.
Yeah, Lauren's playing with a lot more confidence. I mean, we're excited to see that. We knew she was a very explosive, very athletic, very good player. We knew that. We just didn't know when it was going to be that moment to where the light just clicks on.
Sure.
And it's starting to click on for her. I mean, I think the fans are seeing that. And Haley, it's kind of the same thing with Haley, really. I mean, when is the light going to click on? And it's starting to click on, so we're excited to see that too.
All right, Lady Buffs will play after this game here, which at halftime the score, the WT men lead 29-26 over Western New Mexico. We'll be back after this break. We'll give you some stats here from the First United Bank Center. You're watching Buff Basketball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Jenkins Doors and Windows began serving the Texas Panhandle in 1927, and we take pride in being a part of your neighborhood. We don't use false promises or gimmicks. We simply offer quality doors and windows at a fair price, and we stand behind every sale. Jenkins is family owned and operated, and proudly continues the traditions of quality and excellence that started over 80 years ago. Call us at 372-4336 or stop by our showroom at 820 West 6th and let our knowledgeable staff help you pick out the perfect doors and windows for your home.
Welcome to MetaDrive Pharmacy, Canyon's hometown pharmacy for over 32 years. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to counsel you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly, professional service and the highest quality medicines and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your healthcare needs.
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
J. Ferg Roofing has been protecting our community for 15 years. With more than 30,000 homes and businesses protected by our roofing work, we're proud of our ability to provide efficient, lasting solutions for your roofing needs. What makes us stand out from the competition is that we work for you, with dedicated team members who guide you every step of the way. That is the J. Ferg advantage. Quality, experience, fast pass scheduling, customer rewards. We have it all. Call J. Ferg Roofing today for a free inspection. We are J. Ferg Roofing. We are more.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center halftime score. West Texas A&M with the 3-point lead over Western New Mexico, 29-26. We've got some halftime stats for you as the shooting not impressive really for either side, but some good stats on some of the hustle categories and from the free throw line as well. Mustangs out shooting WT 41% to 30%. You see the threes there have not been a factor whatsoever. Western New Mexico 1 of 6 from the three-point line. The Buffs, believe it, have a 3-point lead, so there's the positives for you. They lead by 3. They are 0 of 8 from beyond the arc in the first 20 minutes of this one. Other stats you look at, the rebounds, close, 21-20 West Texas A&M. Turnovers, 5 for the Buffs, 9 for Western New Mexico. Not too many points off of those turnovers. The Buffs with 6 points off. The Mustangs turnovers, 4 points off turnovers for Western New Mexico. And individually, leading scorer on each side has 7 points. Hayden Blankley leading the way for the Buffaloes with 7 points. He's also got 3 rebounds and 1 assist. Has been playing very hard for WT. For Western New Mexico, their leading scorer is Doss, number 23 for them, or 21, excuse me, Jordan Doss, leading the way with 7 points, 3 of 7 from the field for Western New Mexico. Good half for Ola Peterson. He's got 6 points and 4 rebounds for Western New Mexico. Other stats to look at, fast break points for the Buffs, believe it or not, don't have a single fast break point. So, a lot of offensive adjustments going on in the locker room at halftime for WT, trying to figure out the exact mix and what they want to do on the floor. Again, playing today without the services of more final timeout. When we come back, we'll start the second half here at the First United Bank Center. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas. A smile is understood in any language. It represents joy, love, and shows you care. At Full Smile Dental, our mission is to build lifelong relationships, one smile at a time, by providing accessible, compassionate, quality care with the personal touch of friendship. Come see us at Full Smile Dental, located in Canyon, Amarillo, Dumas, and Dalhart, and ask us about our free Whitening for Life program.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Bucks! This is what a new heart valve looks like. This is what a bypassed artery looks like. And this is what a repaired aortic aneurysm looks like. The BSA Heart and Vascular team is here to help you live life to the fullest. From our state-of-the-art cardiac technologies to our dedicated heart specialists, our goal is to help you take the very best care of your heart so you can enjoy everything else that matters to you. BSA. For life.
Well, we're about ready to start the second half of play here from the First United Bank Center. West Texas A&M leading 29-26, but Lucas, the Mustangs have done a great job of taking the Buffs out of their traditional game.
They really have. You know, you're seeing Western Mexico huddled up there. There's Olamide Peterson, number 23. He's done a great job. 6 points, 4 rebounds. This is a long team, a lot of length, a lot of physicality on the defensive side, and that has bothered the Buffs a little bit. Now for West Texas A&M, Hayden Blankley has done a nice job. He's leading the way with 7 points, got 3 rebounds. Again, this game for WT, it's offensively what adjustments were made at halftime. Can they get back in sync? Can they also just finish shots? We saw the Buffs uncharacteristically can't miss a lot of layups and a few dunks.
Western New Mexico's basketball to start the second half. Malik Johnson had 5 in the first. Goes left side to Cash. Dribble drive, but we're going to have a
foul on the floor.
Foul on the floor.
Okay.
Is this going to be against Zach Toussaint? Picks up his first, team's first of the half. Buffs with a 3-point lead.
3 players on the floor with 2 fouls each. Bell, Wise, and Aweezy.
Inbounds in the corner to Doss. Gets it back. Doss double teamed, and Aweezy takes it away. He just swiped that ball away.
There was nobody. I mean, he couldn't find an open teammate. Good trap.
Toussaint to Bell, in the corner to Wise. Wise up top to Blankley. Left side to Toussaint. Shot clock approaching 10. Blankley on the wing. Step back 3, too strong.
You know, looking down, the job that Western is doing defensively against Larry Wise, they held him to 2 points, 1 of 2 shooting.
And Hayden comes up with a steal and double dribbles as he tries to break out.
he made a mistake. He was immediately trying to pass it. He didn't have a teammate ready to receive a pass. Hayden, I know it's the holiday season, but don't be too eager to give, son.
Inbounds to Avalos. He's going to take it to the block, puts it off the glass and over Wise.
The elevation there for the 5'9" guard, that was incredible.
Toussaint, quick three, off the mark. Mustangs rebound. Malik Johnson. He wants to put it up with a fadeaway, won't go. Ball batted out of bounds. Buffs basketball. 29-28, Buffs by 1 in a low-scoring game here in Canyon, Texas. Lady Buffs and the Mustangs coming up at 4 o'clock. Blankley to Wise. Larry looking for someone, gets Toussaint. Zach drives, has his shot blocked, but he's going to be fouled.
We've seen a lot of that.
Goes against Amarian Cash, his first, the Mustangs first.
Yeah, just some smaller guards on both sides today. Taking it strong to the 10, and you know there's going to be some contact. It's bold.
Toussaint will go to the line. First shot, got it.
Zach was 8 for 8 from the free throw line Thursday in Portales. He rarely misses free throws. Remember in the Oklahoma Baptist game, Kent, they were trying to get him to miss one intentionally. He couldn't even do that.
Makes them both. Puts the Buffs back up by 3 at 31-28. Mustangs led 14 minutes of the first half. Here's Avalos, kicks it outside to Arnett. Arnett drives in, turns around, pass blocked by Aweezy, stolen by Wise. Larry finds Blankley in the paint, bounces it inside to Aweezy, who goes up and is stuffed.
Yeah, it's a great drive. Hayden needs to put that ball up.
And Zach Toussaint forces the turnover. I think Malik Johnson heard the footsteps coming and stepped out of bounds. Buffs basketball. (31-28) West Texas leads with 17.5 to play in the second. Wise picks up his dribble to Blankley. 3-2 strong, but he's fouled. He'll shoot 3 times.
And right now, Coach Gibson is upset, but if we have a replay of that last one, the defender closes out. That's all right. The defender closes out, and it just doesn't give enough space. It's not much contact, but you have to allow for the room for the shooter to come down.
And that's Jordan Doss picking up his 3rd personal. He leads the Mustangs in scoring with 7 in the first half, as Blankley knocks down the first. Second shot soon to come.
Much improved player over the last 2 seasons. Hayden Blankley, the job that he has done. Also, Kevon Booker's in that same boat of guys that when they came in as freshmen, there were things that in their game, fundamental-wise, that they had to work on, and they have done that.
And Hayden makes all 3, and the Buffs suddenly find themselves with their largest lead, ties their largest lead of the game at 6. And there they dodge a flurry of short shots by the Mustangs. Come up with the basketball. Wise, 3, outside, knock it down.
Okay, see if they can get Larry going there.
Zane Gibson senses this one getting out of hand, calls a timeout as his team falls behind by 9. 16:54 to play. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
For supporting WT basketball, Benny Try.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
West Texas A&M leads by 9. They led by just 3 at halftime. It was not a strong start to this second half, but the Buffs starting to get that offense going. Larry Wise hit a 3-pointer on the last possession before the timeout. Hayden Blankley now has 10 points as he buried 3 free throws after being fouled. And so the Buffs, like we said, chipping, grinding. This one's not going to be pretty, but they're doing a good job.
Buffs being aggressive going to the bucket this half. They've gone to the free throw line 5 times, knocked down all 5. 16:40 to play. Buffs up 37-28. They led at the half 29-26. Oh, nice move there by Tony Avalos. He's got 6. Cameron Bell goes the other way, high off the glass, and he'll draw the foul.
Crafty shot making by Avalos for Western New Mexico.
Foul goes on Peterson, his second. Again, these Mustangs dropped their first loss of the season this past Thursday at Cameron. An overtime decision, 82-77. Led with 2 minutes to play, couldn't close them out.
What is it with overtimes at Aggie Gym, right? That 4 overtime game there.
We're used to that.
Cameron makes them both.
Cameron knocks down both of them. He's got 6.
Cameron Bell just got blasted on a screen. Gets back up. He's having himself a good game today. Starting, trying to pick up the slack from Julius Brown. Bell has 6 points.
39-30 Buffaloes. Avalos gets around Wise, puts up the floater, and it's in. Good, quick first step on his drive. Makes it a 7-point game. Wallace inside to Booker. He's hammered.
Foul number 21, Jordan Doss.
Foul goes against Jordan Doss. That's his 4th. The Mustangs' leading scorer in this game and for the season goes to the bench with 4 fouls. And it's a timeout on the floor. 15:58 to play in the second. Buffs up 7, 39-32. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Careful, Bob. Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. As the score is 39-32, West Texas A&M leads 15:58 to play, second half. Had the alumni game before this game started, and that was a lot of fun seeing some of the great players from past years for West Texas A&M. They're getting a chance to see this great team, which is ranked number 5 in the country, 9 wins, 1 loss. And for West Texas A&M, Kent, this is a game, we said it in pregame, their defense, they have held in 8 of 10 games this season, they've held opponents to under 70 points. We're seeing another solid defensive performance today.
Playing a strong defense. They've kind of turned up the heat a little bit in the second half.
Yeah.
In the first 4.5 minutes of the second half, they have forced 3 Mustang turnovers. They have registered 3 steals. So they're not unforced turnovers.
Yeah.
Booker at the line, shooting twice, misses the first. Second shot on its way. Knocks. Nope, can't get it to go. Arnett with the rebound. Mustangs down 7 with the basketball. We've got a whistle away from the ball.
There's a lot of calls in the game. That one was a legal screen. A lot of calls that coaches despise. That one may be at the top of the list. Ken.
Robert Banks with the illegal screen, his third personal.
Got to stay set.
Here's Bell, cross court to Wallace. Now Wise on the wing. Looks for Kavan, feeds him on the block. Booker off the glass and in.
That's something Kavan does really well. His reverse spin there, it's so fast. If the defense is not ready, he's
Speaking
scoring.
about fast and taking it to the hole, Tony Avalos has his 10th point and draws the foul.
I think Coach Gibson talked to him at halftime and said, Tony, we need you to get going. He only scored 2 points at halftime. And now Avalos has 10 points.
Booker guilty of the foul. He got beat, reached over, and drew the whistle. Avalos, a 78%er on the year. This will be his first attempt this afternoon. No worries there. He's up to 11. 9 here in the second half.
Nice little stretch here for Western.
Ball on the floor. Bell fights for it. Buffs will retain possession.
Goes to the Buffs.
Toussaint was trying to race in and call for timeout, but nobody had possession yet.
Blankley replaces Bell.
Checking in for the team number 23, Hayden Blankley.
So if the Buffs were to go with a tall lineup, this would just about be it.
Yep.
Toussaint to Blankley for 3. It's off the mark. Wallace saves it, but Avalos comes up with it. He's not going to stop, but Hayden Blankley stuffs it. Rejects it the other way. Wallace to Wise. Ball goes out of bounds. Mustangs basketball.
The fast break has just not worked today. It was a great defensive play by Hayden to get the shot block.
14:40 to play in the first. Buffs by 6 at 41-35. Avalos goes around Toussaint, kind of gave Zach a forearm, gets the shot.
Right now, if I'm Zane Gibson, I'm running flat. I'm getting the ball to Tony Avalos and saying,
do your thing.
Yep.
Here's Wallace on the block to Booker. He'll put one up. High arcing shot. 8 points for Kavan. 43-37 Buffs by 6. Avalos on the wing. Pulls up from 12. No. Gets his own rebound. Off the glass. It won't go. Booker had the rebound. Lost it again. Avalos comes up with it. Kicks it in the corner. A 3. Missed.
Wow.
By Turner. The Buffs finally secure the rebound. They had their hands on 2 rebounds previously, and Tony Avalos took it away.
The Mustangs got 3 shot attempts, 0 for 3 on that trip.
Wallace on the baseline. Kicks it out to Wise. Wallace in the corner. Lobs inside to Blankley. Cross court to Booker. He had thoughts on a slam, but coming in from behind, Amarian Cash knocks the ball out of bounds. Buffs basketball with 7 on the shot clock.
Yeah, they're just hanging around. It's a 6-point game. Western battling.
Bell to inbound. The lob into Booker. He'll turn around, put it up. Won't go. Rebound to the Mustangs. Here's Cash with the pull up. It won't fall.
Both teams going cold offensively.
Yeah, neither of these two teams will be writing letters home to their parents saying what a good percentage they shot in the second half. Here's Tucson with 10 on the shot clock. Zach wants to feed Booker. I don't know that Kavon was on the same page there.
No, and that's a hard angle right there for him to slide that ball in. I think Kavon was looking up. He felt like Zach was going to take that floater. He was getting ready for an offensive rebound. But Western New Mexico, at some point, they've got to take advantage on the offensive side. They're getting stops, and they're not converting.
Wise and Booker to the bench for the Buffs. Williams and Harris return to the floor. Buffs by 6. Nice shot up off the glass by Cash. His first bucket of the game. Put it high enough off the glass, nobody was going to block it. It's a 4-point Buff lead, 43-39. Tucson on the wing. Goes down in the corner. Now Bell outside for 3. Knocked it down.
That's a big shot for Cameron Bell, who now has 9 points.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. 11:55 to play in the second. Buffs up 46-39. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Please turn your attention to the video board.
Days are built on mornings, and Whataburger is built on burgers. Mornings, burgers. Morning burgers? Yeah, all right. Good thing there's a burger made just for breakfast, topped with breakfast. The limited time breakfast burger is back at Whataburger.
The best tailgates start with the best beef, and the best beef starts with Market Street. Market Street, where we do beef the best.
There's one of the alumni players that was out there, JC, Jordan Collins. What a great player he was. Kent, right now the Buffs lead 46-39. That has been a lot of fun today for not just you and I, but for the fans. I've seen a lot of fans coming up and talking to players like Jordan and Jordan Evans and David Chavlovic and Ryan Quaid, and just finding out what's going on in their life now after basketball.
A lot of success on the floor, a lot of success after basketball for the alumni that came in today. Oh, nice feed inside to Hohenstein.
And that's what you want from your student athletes. You obviously want success on the court, but you want to see those young men do good things in life.
Here's Wise on the wing. Marion Cash gets a hand on the ball, gets the steal. Cash up top, tries for the 3, can't get it to go. Buffs get the rebound. Wise pulls up for a 3, no, but we've got a foul. They fouled the shooter?
Goodness, if they did, that's the 3rd time that Western has done that today.
I think they did, because Larry Wise is...
Did you get a finger to the eye?
Took a little contact there. This will sound wrong, not the way it's intended, but at first I thought Larry was holding his hand, and I thought, not the hand. Oh, okay, it's only the face.
Yeah.
He'll go to the line shooting 3 times. This is the 3rd time today the Buffs have been fouled in the act of taking a 3-point shot. Wise knocks down the first.
As long as his vision's okay and he can see the rim, yeah.
Gets the second.
Looks good.
89% shooter on the year. Oweezy returns to the lineup, replacing Hayden Blankley.
Now Larry's been a great addition, the transfer from University of North Texas, 16 points a game this season for WT. Today being held to, after that free throw, 8 points. But he hasn't taken many shots. He's 2 of 3 from the field.
And this Mustang defense has been pretty stiff. Buffs by 8 at 49-41. Long three outside, knocked down.
Free ball, touch one.
That was Johnson there.
Joshua Johnson with the three. Here's Torian Harris inside, pump fake. Wise for three, yes!
That's a back 40 drill. Larry
He's now up to 11. Johnson on Bell. Drives baseline, and now he pulls it back out. Cash, right side to Turner. Underneath, and he stepped on the end line.
Yeah.
Actually, they call him for a walk.
Well, and Cameron Bell, his denial of the pass forces that turnover. The offensive player for Western thought he had an open teammate. Cameron denies the pass. It forces a travel. Bell's played really well today. 9 points, 2 assists, solid defense.
Wise, he's had the hot hand the last few minutes as the Buffs have hit 5 of their last 7 field goals. He'll take another three. This one won't go. Ball goes out of bounds. Josiah Turner was diving for the ball, tried to save it, and ended up knocking it out of bounds.
Unfortunate play there for Western. Looked like they were going to get the ball back.
.9:39 to play in the second. Buffs 52-44. Wise on the inbounds. Double teamed. Right side to Harris. He'll put up a three. Too strong. Wise gets the rebound. Feeds Booker for the flush. And one.
With the flush. Foul call on number 30.
Nice feed by Larry Wise. Let's watch it here.
Six, Kevon Booker to the line to finish the three-point.
Finished it off, and you're right, a great find. He draws 2 defenders, Larry does. Leaves it off for Kevon. I think we may have even had a little pose there on that one as he jammed it in.
And converts. So 11 for Kevon, and the Buffs lead up to 10. Johnson comes right wing, shot missed by Malik Johnson. Booker with the rebound. That's his 7th. Wise spins. Little running jumper, got it going. Well, he's feeling it now.
He is. You can only contain the great scorers for so long. They're eventually going to get them.
Avalos driven off the ball by Cameron Bell.
Number 24, Cameron Bell.
Cam picks up his third. Team's third.
Yeah, at halftime, Larry Wise, 2 points on 1 of 2 shooting.
He scored 11 here in the second half and is up to 13 on the game. Here's Malik Johnson. Goes in the corner to Doss. His three won't go. Eweezy gets the rebound. Took it away from Peterson. Wise outside to Toussaint. From 15, the jumper won't go. Peterson gets the defensive board. Outlet to Avalos. He's been the offense in the second half, and there he goes again.
That snaps the scoring drought, closing in on 3 minutes.
Avalos had 2 at the half. He's got 13 in the second for 15 total. Wise. Little floater.
Yeah, that was a mismatch the entire way. Avalos trying to stay with Larry Wise.
Avalos at the other end. Torian Harris gets the rebound.
Torian's thinking.
And we've got a foul. Tony Avalos, his third, team's 8th.
He was strong with that rebound. It was a foul.
And we've got a full timeout. 7:50 to play in the second. Buffs lead it 59-46. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
Well, the Buffaloes, 4 of their last 6 field goals made, shooting 50% in the second half, and leading right now 59-46. And it's been a balance. It's been a lot of different guys that have stepped up in this second half for the number 5 ranked Buffaloes.
Torian Harris at the line. 1-1. Couldn't get it to drop. Mustangs basketball. They trail now by 13. Malik Johnson drives in, puts it off the glass. He'll get fouled and go to the line. Foul's going against Kavan. That'll be his 3rd personal. Team foul number 4 against WT this half. And for the year, Malik Johnson, 9 of 18, a 50%er. Knocks down the first.
Yeah, for the Mustangs, Avalos, the only player in double figures. He's got 15 points.
Johnson gets them both. He did his part. 11-point Buff lead. Inside of 7.5 to play in the second. Toussaint. Booker on the wing. Outside to Wise. Larry's going to drive, puts it high off the glass, and gets it to fall.
Well, he's being bumped the whole time, forced away from the basket. That was an extremely difficult shot that Larry the Hooper just made.
This is called putting a team on your shoulders. There's a 3 by Malik Johnson. Shot that from the parking lot. Makes it a 10-point Buff lead. Wise in the paint, outside, Toussaint, 3, won't go. And
push off.
Yep, they're going to get Malik Johnson with his 3rd.
You know, a couple seasons ago, Kent, we were told from the officials that was a point of emphasis going into the season is shot goes up, what all's going on in the paint, right? To get position versus using upper body strength to just throw people around and get yourself where you're going to get a rebound.
And here's Jesse Oweezy at the line, first time today. Knocks down the first.
All comes back to the basic fundamentals. Move your feet, right? Use that lower body strength.
Jesse has 5. Now make it 6. That's his season average. Oweezy goes to the bench. Bell returns to the lineup. Buffs lead back up to 12 at 63-51. After today, the Buffs will have a week off. They return to action a week from Monday at 11 a.m. The community game.
Where we get the elementary kids involved, right?
Amarian Cash gets involved with the bucket there. Yeah, 2 years ago we had a full house. It was a lot of fun. Buffs playing Champion College. And Lucas, your task between now and a week from Monday is to tell us about Champions College.
Okay.
Here's a long three by Tucson. He's struggling from out there. He's 0 of 5.
It sounds like a winning university to me, KJ.
63-53 Buffs, under 6 to play. Outside three, knocked down, Joshua Johnson. That's his second in the half. 7-point lead for the Buffaloes. Larry Wise on the wing. Kicks it outside to Bell. Cameron for three! And Cameron Bell has tied his career high, which he registered at Cameron last year, of 12 rather.
Very unselfish player, and he has stepped it up today.
Johnson tried to drive and then feed Peterson, but there was a buff in the way. Goes out of bounds. Western New Mexico's basketball. Dalen Williams, Torian Harris back to the floor, replacing Booker and Tucson. Inbounds comes. Three from the corner, up and in. Hello, Joshua Johnson with 9 in the second half.
They're not going away.
Buffs lead at 7. 66-59. And the Buffs threw it away. Blankley trying to feed Williams. Didn't put it on target. This is definitely a different Western New Mexico team than we have seen years past.
It is, and can't you get into conference play and teams that have to go to Drags Court in Silver City? It's a tough place to win. Smaller gymnasium, gets very loud. They just seem to be more confident in what we've seen.
Johnson goes left wing to Malik Johnson, back to Joshua Johnson. Three, no good, but there's a rebound by Doss and the putback. 5-point lead. Buffs led by 13. Mustangs have hit 5 of their last 6 field goals. Approaching the 4-minute mark. Wise, he'll take a 3, too strong.
Not much ball movement on that possession for WT.
Malik Johnson drives in. Finger roll won't go. Blankley taps the ball. Bell saves it. Wise in the corner to Blankley. Puts up a 3, won't go. Rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Mustangs.
Great hustle for Western coach Zane Gibson, just thinking we were that close to getting the ball right back.
3:37 to play. Buffs lead it 66-61. It's a close one. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center here in Canyon, Texas. WT in a close one with Western New Mexico. The Buffs lead by 5. Mustangs 5 for their last 7 from the field, and really can't, if they can get a stop here, Western has a chance to make this even tighter.
Well, they have knocked down some threes in the second half. Malik Johnson has 1. Joshua Johnson has 3 in the second half alone. That accounts for 12 of their 35 second half points. Jesse Owizi tries the three. No, but how about Booker going up for that rebound? And then he's fouled on the putback.
Not just his vertical there, but his muscle. Look at this one. They got a good look here for Owizi. Almost went in. And nobody put a body on Kevon Booker.
Jordan Doss did. He drew the foul, and that's his fifth.
Put a body on
Doss, who averages 17 and a half, finishes the day with 9.
Booker close to a double-double. He's got 11 points, 8 rebounds, has been playing solid the last 2 or 3 games. So he's trying to snap a scoring drought here for the Buffs of 2 minutes. And Kevon, the only place he struggled today has been here at the free throw line as he hits the front rim.
3:22 to play. The Buffs up by 5. Led by 13 at the 8:59 mark. Booker knocks down the second. Kevon up to 12. And that ties his season high. This is the 3rd time, or not season, career high. He had 12 over at Eastern Thursday night. Buff foul. Is this Cameron Bell? It is. That's his 4th. Team foul number 5 against the Buffaloes. Inbounds comes to Avalos with 3 minutes to play. Buffs up 6. There's a long three. Joshua Johnson, his 4th 3 of the half. Lucas Kinsey, a 3-point game.
It is. You know, Western, we've said it from the start, not intimidated, a competitive team. They just get right back up off the mat.
Here's Owizi. He'll keep it himself. Drives in to Booker, and Owizi charges in to Amarian Cash.
It's a good pass, but he could not stop his forward momentum there.
3rd foul against Jesse.
So this becomes a very big possession here for Western New Mexico, just trailing by 3 points.
Avalos brings the Mustangs up court. Goes high to Cash. Joshua Johnson on the wing. Double team by Bell and Booker, and Cameron just fouled out. Tried to come up and apply the double team trap. Made body contact.
It's been a great game for him today. Hate to lose Cameron Bell with his presence, not just defensively, but today, again, scoring 12 points, dishing out 2 assists. And Addison Wallace is going to come in. Still a very good defensive lineup on the floor for WT.
At the line, Joshua Johnson. It's 2 of 2. Missed it. Rebound comes down to Kevon. That's his 9th. He's 1 away from a double-double. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Buffs up by 3. Booker inside, goes up. Kicked it out. I'm not so sure that his shot wasn't deflected. And there, the little floater by Amarian Cash is good, and we've got a 1-point ball game. Quickly at the other end, Booker with the fadeaway. He heard footsteps coming.
So he kind of ducked down.
Pump faked and then faded away and just got the roll. So the Buffs back up by 3. 1:35. Clock counting down. Here's Avalos. Off the glass, no.
Oh.
Blankley tips it to Booker. And we're going to have a foul.
Oh, who's the foul going on?
Are they calling this on Tucson?
The Buffs had the rebound, and they're going to call a foul against West Texas A&M. That is not going to make Tom Brown very happy.
That's Zach's 2nd.
Bodies colliding. But again, Western New Mexico's got to make some free throws. Today they are 6 of 10. The Buffs are 25 of 34.
Ola Peterson at the line. 1-and-1, just a 50%er, and he misses.
2 straight misses at the line for Western New Mexico.
Buffs by 3, 1:15 to play. Wise on the wing.
They're clearing it out for Larry.
Backs in, spins off the glass, won't go. Blankley tried to tip it, it won't go. Cash with the rebound and a timeout called by Western New Mexico. 1:01 to play. Buffs lead by 3. Western New Mexico with the ball.
And it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. You wonder, Kent, the last 2 possessions have resulted, they went inside, the Buffs have fouled, and Western has come up empty at the free throw line. So it's a potential of 4 points there that they've left not on the scoreboard. So right now, does Zane Gibson dial up something where he tries to get a 3-point opportunity with his team trailing by 3? Still plenty of time. The threes today for Western.
They have fallen in the second half.
Johnson has made 2. Number 15, Malik Johnson. Joshua Johnson has made 4 of 5 from the 3-point line. So they've got some guys that can knock it down.
Mustangs basketball, 1 minute to play. Buffs by 3. Here's Avalos, cross court to Johnson, to Malik Johnson. Buffs in the man defense. Cash lobs inside to Peterson, knocked away. Booker got his hand on it.
Good help defense in the pass. Again, they just threw it up for grabs.
Buffs basketball with 40 seconds and a 3-point lead.
That is not, I promise you, what Zane Gibson drew up.
Wise gets a screen from Tucson. 14 on the shot clock. Inside of 30 to play. Wise on the wing. Spins off the glass. Can't get it to go. We've got a foul, and they're going to call it.
It's a goaltend, KJ. They're going to say that while the ball was still up on the cylinder, one of the Western players comes up, slaps the backboard.
And that's all it takes. You don't have to hit the ball above the cylinder. You can slap the backboard or touch the net. Big bucket for the Buffs, who are now up 5. As Avalos drives in, tries to draw the charge or the block against Booker. Doesn't get the call, but does get the bucket.
It was a very quick 2, so smart play there for the Mustangs. Now they try to get a steal. If you don't, you foul quickly. If I'm Western, if Kevon Booker is on the floor, you're probably trying to foul him because Booker is 4 of 10 today at the free throw line. Everybody else, Toussaint, perfect 4 for 4. Blankley, 6 for 8. Wise, 3 for 3. Another guy that they may try to foul is Addison Wallace because he has not been to the line today. But this is very interesting. And, KJ, no disrespect whatsoever towards Western New Mexico, but I don't know if very many Buff fans thought you'd be sitting here with 12.9 seconds to play in a 3-point game. Very impressed with this team from Silver City that we've seen today.
These are the situations that Zane Gibson is talking about, where you're in the game, you have an opportunity. Team has to be in these opportunities and succeed for them to know that they can do it down the road.
There's some of the guys. You see the Western Mexico bench, and right behind David Chavlovic, he always enjoyed playing the Western New Mexico Mustangs. He always enjoyed talking too, right? Eric Golightly, Jordan Evans, Garrett Brockman.
Good to have those guys back around. It doesn't seem like they've been gone long, but it's been 3 years for Chavlovic.
There he is, KJ.
He always can talk the game. All right, here we go. Mustangs basketball.
Also the all-time leading scorer.
Or actually Buffs basketball. 71-68, 3-point lead for WT, 12.9 to play. Wise looking, he's going to call a timeout.
Zach just hit the deck hard. Good sportsmanship there, being helped up by Malik Johnson. And Zane Gibson comes in and says that was some acting there by the young man
Zach
from Illinois.
He gets knocked around quite a bit. 71-68 our score. Buffs by 3. 12-9 to play here in the second half. You got some scores around the conference.
Well, here's some.
It'll be women's scores.
Yeah, women's score. St. Edwards defeats Southwestern University out of Texas 88-38. How about Beth Gilson's team in Denton, Kent? Texas women's. We keep seeing that they're winning a lot of games. They go on the road and defeat Oklahoma Christian 69-50. Another women's score for you. Texas A&M Kingsville. The Javelinas at home defeat Angelo State easily 61-43. On the men's side, just that score right there at halftime. St. Edwards leads over Arlington Baptist 55-29. And while we got a moment, big volleyball game tonight. Volleyball match, WT trying to make the Elite Eight.
Lady Buffs back in the regional final against Metro State tonight.
Nearly a 5-second
inbound comes
count.
into Tucson, double teamed, and there's the whistle and the foul.
Zach kind of slams that ball in frustration and says, yeah, I was fouled, I was slapped and mugged, and so now he's got to go make some free throws.
You got to make sure you hold on to that ball when you slam it to the ground. It goes up to the ceiling, and they'll call a tee on you. But if you could choose who you wanted to go to the line, I think we're looking at him. First shot, got it. Need one more. Like to say that 4 points is 2 possessions, but we've seen at times where that's not the case.
Yeah. Western has to race the ball down the court and obviously look for a 3 in transition.
Tucson's second shot's also good. He has 10. Western's ball, Buffs up 73-68. Avalos in the paint. Won't go. Wallace tries to get the rebound. Wise fights for it with Wallace. Addison gets the ball, and what's the call?
I think they called a jump ball.
In which case it'll be the Mustangs basketball.
Yeah, not much
with
time.
With 2:10 left. That's tap it in territory. So the Buffs,
they're going to
are looking at the win after this play, but we've got a timeout on the floor. 2/10 of a second to play. Buffs up by 5.
Thought they were going to check to see. Well, they are. They're going to see how much time
check the clock.
Should be on the clock. You know, going back to the volleyball match tonight, Kent, the Lady Buffs, Kendra Potts' team, trying to make it to the Elite Eight, which will be in Tampa, Florida. That should be a fun one. They're playing the #1 team in the region, Metro State, the host team. So it ought to be a packed house. Got a lot of Buff Nation that we have seen when we've been watching the broadcast that made the trip to Denver, Colorado. So good luck to the Lady Buffs. We're cheering for you.
Speaking of Lady Buffs, Josh Prock's Lady Buffs will be up next. Approximately a 4:20 start against Western New Mexico. They put 3/10 on, half a second to play. 5/10. Buffs up 73-68. The lob and the lay-in by Peterson. They'll count it, and that'll be the ball game. Our final score, West Texas wins it 73-70. In doing so, the Buffs run their record to 10-1. Western New Mexico falls to 5-2. We'll take a timeout, come back with our wrap, and set the stage for our nightcap between the Lady Buffs and the Mustangs. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Doors and Windows began serving the Texas Panhandle in 1927, and we take pride in being a part of your neighborhood. We don't use false promises or gimmicks. We simply offer quality doors and windows at a fair price, and we stand behind every sale. Jenkins is family owned and operated, and proudly continues the traditions of quality and excellence that started over 80 years ago. Call us at 372-4336 or stop by our showroom at 820 West 6th and let our knowledgeable staff help you pick out the perfect doors and windows for your home.
Welcome to MetaDrive Pharmacy, Canyon's hometown pharmacy for over 32 years. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to counsel you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly, professional service and the highest quality medicines and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your healthcare needs.
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Final score in this one, the Buffs win, but they had to earn it. 73-70 is the final as WT defeats a gritty Western New Mexico team. The Buffs improve the overall record to 10 wins and 1 loss, so congratulations to head coach Tom Brown and the staff on one again that they earned. As you go back and look at this game at halftime, the Buffs led 29-26. The team's even in the second half. Each team scores 44 points, so the offense kind of improves really for both sides in the second half. Shooting improved a lot for WT. Good production as they end up with 4 players in double figures, led by Larry Wise with his 19 points. Let's look at the team statistics in this one. For West Texas A&M, you see there the field goal percentage much better in the second half. Western still outshoots WT from the field, 47% to 37%. The threes, the Mustangs heated up a little bit in the final 20 minutes. They make 6 out of 16 from the three-point line. The Buffs 4 of 22 did not shoot well from the line, the three-point line, but what they did do was shoot very well from the free throw line. 27 of 36 from the charity stripe for the Buffaloes. Meanwhile, the Mustangs 6 of 11. Rebounds, 40 to 36 advantage there for WT. And then turnovers, the Buffs commit just 13 turnovers. On the other side, Western New Mexico with 17 turnovers. And that led to 16 points for WT off of those turnovers. The Mustangs outscore the Buffs 42 to 28 in the paint. They get 20 points off the bench to the Mustangs. And again, in this game, this is one where we kind of learned a lot about Western New Mexico with what their head coach Zane Gibson has in this ball club, and they're going to be a team that continues to improve. Had some quality play from the perimeter and then inside as well. For WT, it was just another strong defensive performance. They allow Western New Mexico to hold them to just 70 points. And when it mattered most is when they got their stops. Individually, very strong performances. Mentioned that they had 4, how about 5 players in double figures, led by Larry Wise with 19 points. Kevon Booker gets a double-double. Great performance by Kevon with 14 points and 10 rebounds. 12 points scored by Cameron Bell. He was very good today. Started in place of Julius Brown and did a very nice job. Ended up fouling out before the game ended, but Cameron Bell with a solid performance. 10 points, 5 rebounds for Hayden Blankley. 10 points and 2 rebounds for Zach Toussaint. He was a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Made some huge free throws late in the game when Western New Mexico was having to foul to try to get the ball back. Final score again, WT wins this one 73-70 over the Mustangs. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll look at the Mustangs' individual scores, and we'll also hopefully get some interviews with maybe Coach Brown and one of the players as well. Final score 73-70. WT defeats Western New Mexico here from the First United Bank Center. We're back with more after this.
Ferg Roofing has been protecting our community for 15 years. With more than 30,000 homes and businesses protected by our roofing work, we're proud of our ability to provide efficient, lasting solutions for your roofing needs. What makes us stand out from the competition is that we work for you, with dedicated team members who guide you every step of the way. That is the J. Ferg advantage. Quality, experience, fast pass scheduling, customer rewards. We have it all. Call J. Ferg Roofing today for a free inspection. We are J. Ferg Roofing. We are more.
Deep in the heart of Texas, the prayer
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas.
A smile is understood in any language. It represents joy, love, and shows you care. At Full Smile Dental, our mission is to build lifelong relationships one smile at a time by providing accessible, compassionate, quality care with the personal touch of friendship. Come see us at Full Smile Dental, located in Canyon, Amarillo, Dumas, and Dalhart, and ask us about our free Whitening for Life program.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
As we wrap this one up from the First United Bank Center, you see the women's teams getting set. They'll be the next game that we'll have for you. The men win 73-70. WT does over Western New Mexico. For the Mustangs in the loss, 17 points scored by Tony Avalos, leading scorer for the team. 10 points for Malik Johnson to go along with 3 rebounds. 14 points and 3 rebounds for Joshua Johnson. 6 points, 11 rebounds for Marion Cash. Again, a very solid team, much improved for Western New Mexico, so watch out for the Mustangs in the Lone Star Conference this season. But today, it's the Buffs that get win number 10 on the season, improved to 10-1 in 2021-22. That's going to do it for the men's game. Thanks so much for watching.